Hello everybody and welcome to the Bryzen's Power Play Challenge here in Golf Clash the game, and the guide we're gonna take a look at here is for hard version. 8 shots I have for you to make sure that you will, with your free shot, get one of the new balls, not one of but the new ball, which is an absolute beauty and will be very valuable in your gameplay. But before we do and take a look at the content, make sure that you do hit that like button, also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. Everyone that is a patron for the Bryson 9-hole cup coming up on Thursday the 17th of June will get our Ultimate Tournament Guides qualifying round edition for expert and master. Obviously any content we do for the final round will be included as well. So for as little as 250 you will be able to test out the best guides on the market for expert and master. So make sure you do subscribe, test them out and see if it is anything for you. Obviously everyone with whatever package you have will get that content. So in the end, Tony Richardson, the guy that has made the golden shot chart for a very long time with, and has improved the golden shot for, thousands of players by getting, berserkers and chests and stuff like that. He's close to reaching 4,000 subscribers. Please go over there and subscribe to his channel and help him out reach that mark and a little bit more, of course. That would make me very happy if you could do that for me. But before we take a look at the content as well, we do have a promotion video from Lootcakes, a lovely company that we have recently started to work with. So let's check that out before we take a look at the shots. It is time to introduce you to a company I've recently started a partnership with, Lootcakes. Most of you might not know about Lootcakes, but Lootcakes is a platform for all of us who play free-to-play games such as Golf Clash while getting rewarded for doing so. Earn gift cards and other rewards by signing up through my link and connect your Gmail to your Lootcakes account. Connecting a Gmail is necessary for the sole purpose of Lootcakes to register the email receipt that you get when making an in-game purchase. Lootcakes allows gamers to share their purchasing data from free-to-play games in exchange for digital gift card rewards. Whenever someone makes an in-game purchase, they receive an email receipt. As of now, Lootcakes only accept users from the United States, but they will expand the geographical scope in the future. Maybe you're wondering what type of rewards I'm talking about. Well, here they are. Reward link preferred is the best one in my opinion. This you can use to get gift cards on Amazon, Apple and Google. The reason I decided to start working with Lootcakes is that I will spend money in game either way, so why not get something for it? If you are not a player who spends money in game, you can join what Lootcakes calls an alliance. In an alliance, all the users in there share points and can claim rewards. I created an alliance and I hope all of us in this community can come together in that alliance. Click the link in the description below, link your Gmail, yes it has to be an Gmail, with your Lootcakes account. Join my alliance and let's all benefit from just doing what we are already doing today. And by the way, Lootcakes is generous enough to host a giveaway as a kickoff to our partnership. Anyone who creates a Lootcakes account using my link below and who has linked a Gmail account in Lootcakes by June 30th will be eligible to win. Lootcakes will pick and contact the winner. Good luck. So, the Bryson's Power Play Challenge, what is it actually? It is a very special version of the classic golden shot that is in the game, and here we can win the new ball which we are going to which is called the Bryzen Ball, and I think we can actually take a look at that. I'm gonna do like this and go into the bag because I was lucky enough to get some here on this account. The Bryson Ball has power 5, top spin boost at 3, side spin 1, wind resistance 1. So this ball is an absolute beast. I know the overpower needle stability isn't that good, which obviously takes down the rating a little bit, but there is no reason to believe that this ball is not going to go far, especially in a tailwind. I think we are definitely going to be able to reach on par 5s, even in Master Division in certain cases, So this ball is definitely valuable, and I will recommend in the ball review as well, if this ball comes out for purchase, that you should be getting this ball if you're playing in any of the, at least the 2 highest division. But this is a perfect way for you to get a couple of them for free, because that's what you get. You get one free shot for the Bryson's Power Play challenge. And then it is very important that you study what we do here, follow the guide for the best outcome possible. So if you do get a hole-in-one, we do have the 9 Bryzen Balls, and Bryson's Power Chest is what we're getting there. Then we do have the Amber Chest as usual for the yellow ring, Crimson Chest for the red ring, we do have Aqua Chest for the light blue ring, and then we do have the Cobalt Chest for the dark blue ring. The tough part with the Bryson's Power Play challenge is that we are not going to play from front tee. We are not going to be playing with anything else than a driver. That's what I was about to say. So the driver is that we're going to play because we're playing on a par 4. So this is going to be guide where we have made sure that with whatever wind angle you're getting, if you're following the guide to the letter, you will always be getting a chest. We cannot commit to say that you're going to get a hole-in-one every single time, or even the absolute inner ring every single time, because again, it's a par 4 and it's very difficult to, with all the variables there is, to every time get close. But in the end, I had a lot of success and cleared it out on all of the accounts that I did play, which was 4 accounts, but I also played a lot of shots. If you do have more questions about the golden shot in general, or the Bryson Power Play challenge, press the question mark on the top right to read more about it. And also, you can send in a ticket to the support if you do have any type of questions. Landing position is what we're going to take a look at first, and this is the spot that we're looking at. So, a couple of things. First, red ring by the rough line just when it turns to plus 16. So, just after plus 15 is where we want to be. And that is very important, because if you are at the top of plus 16, you're gonna be a little bit too high up. And also that's the same, you know, if you are at plus 15 obviously. So it's very important that you are at the start of plus 16 yard mark. And then the second bounce will be just into the rough. You can see that on the top, and that is before spin. So we're not going to add spin until we have found our position. We will also be using curl here for certain wind angles. If we do have a wind coming left to right, then we're going to use a wind that is going to be this. It's going to be half of the ball to the left inside the wall to the left. So that is the curl that we're going to have to get, because or have to use, otherwise we will miss pretty much a lot to the right if we don't do that. So that is wind, that is crosswind left to right, south east wind, and northeast wind is what we're looking at to add there. We do have another curl as well, which is for straight wind, which is a straight tailwind or a straight headwind. Then we do have a very minor left curl. You can see that the left side just barely overlapping the teeth to the left. And that is something that is also needed, because we need to push the ball to the left there as well. So, enough talking about the details and such, and now it's time for us to take a look at the videos. I have 8 videos for you, and I'm going to talk you through them, and then in the end we are going to summarize by taking a look at the amazing text guide. So, let's start off with the first shot, and like you can see here now, we're setting it up when it comes to just into plus 16 yard mark. You see, I'm taking my time to make sure that I am at the correct spot. Now we're gonna add spin here. I'm adding 0.8 bars of top spin, half a bar of side spin to the left. Now, once again, when it comes to the adjustment here now, we're going to play 1-2-1. And that is important for me to have said that as well. We're gonna play 1-2-1 every single time. Doesn't matter what wind it's gonna be. So what the wind says 3.9 miles per hour, then we will adjust 3.9 rings. Simple. So that's the same if we would be having a 3.2 miles per hour, or we're having a 4.5 miles per hour. We are always going to be playing 1-2-1, just to simplify the shot as much as possible. You can see that the speed, we come in a little bit hot, we can come in to the right, but again, this is the first shot, so we're gonna have to tweak that obviously. Getting the red ring, you can see that the rings are in a bigger size as well, which obviously will help getting one of the chests in the end. But at the same time, when it is a power 4 that we're playing, it's very easy to come too hot, too short, or just too far to the sides. And that is something that with the guide you will prevent by using it. So, Now, again, find the correct spot. We're using one left spin and we do 0.2 bars of a backspin on this shot. 3.8 miles per hour. Once again, we're gonna adjust 1 to 1, which gives us then 3.8 rings. Adjust over the bullseye is also one of the key elements here to the guide. So every time you are going to adjust your shot, you will be pulling over the bullseye to make sure that you do get the correct adjustment. Now I'm using a little bit of curl to the left. You can see here that I'm using somewhere in between the two curl pictures that I showed you before. That's because I do have an in-between angle and I'm gonna have to tweak that. But obviously it's pretty obvious here to see speed-wise is beautiful, but direction-wise we're still a little bit too much to the right. So needed a little bit more curl on that shot, but now we're getting the speed correct. And the speed is the first thing we do want to be getting correct, and then the direction we can tweak after that. Let's go to shot number 3, same type of structure here as every shot that we're going to play. Red ring by the rough line there to the left, just at the plus 16 yard mark. Second bounce just into the rough as well. Then we start by add spin. 0.8 bars of left spin, no top spin at all, because you can see here I am adjusting up on a little mound, and that little mound is pushing us to get further with our ball, because if we do adjust from a lower to a higher point, even though it's a little bit, then we will gain more distance, and that is what is a little bit tricky, and that's why you will see that the spins are going to be different if we had a right to left wind or a left to right wind. Speed perfect, ball comes in here, and we are still just a little bit too much to the right. We need a little bit more left spin here. 0.8 bars of left spin was a little bit too little. We should have gone 0.9. But you know, details, but we're getting close, and that's where we do want to stay now, to get close to eventually then maybe get ourselves on hole-in-one. Now, almost direct headwind, we go with the same type of position. Take your time. Obviously, don't be too slow, but take your time when you're setting it up. 1 bar of left spin. I'm using 1.3 bars of top spin here with almost direct headwind. Adjustment is once again going to be 1 to 1. So for 3.9 miles per hour, we do adjust 3.9 rings. We adjust over the bullseye. Very important once again. And then we're going to take our shot. We are gonna use curl here as well. You can see here that I do have an in-between type of angle. Very important then that we are trying to use some type of curl that is in between. Obviously, that is going to be tough to be completely exact, but do your best. The ball comes in just to the right of the pin, super duper close. A little bit more curl to that shot, we would have dropped our first hole-in-one here for the Bryson Power Play Challenge. Amber chest though is completely fine, because we're still on every chest in hard we get the Bryzen Ball, which is once again an absolute beauty. So now we go to the next shot, which is shot number 5, and this is going to be like a southeast wind. We do have the red ring once again to be just by the rough line, and then just once it turns into plus 16. Very easy to remember, but obviously something that we do need to replicate every single time, otherwise we will be having a different outcome. 1 top spin, 1 left spin, very easy spins. 3.6 miles per hour gives us a total of 3.6 rings. Curl, you can see here that I'm having left side of the ball, trying to be halfway into the wall to the right. Sorry, to the left, obviously, not to the right. Bounces nicely on the fairway, gets up there and gets to roll. And the problem here that we do have here, ladies and gentlemen, is that we do need a little bit more curl. Obviously, a little bit more topspin wouldn't be bad either. But especially the curl, we need to push the ball a little bit more left, and I don't feel that I was halfway into the wall, to be completely honest, by looking at the video. So we move on, we go to shot number 6. Now we do have some tailwind here to work with, and tailwind obviously acts differently than headwind. We're gonna have to reduce, and in some case, or in many cases, don't use any type of topspin whatsoever, and instead then using a little bit of backspin. 1 left spin, and I'm using half a bar of backspin here. Wind is a slight northwest angle, more direct tailwind than what it is, you know, northwest or northeast, so to speak. Pull over the bullseye, we adjust 3.7 rings, and then we're going to take our shot. When the wind comes a little bit right to left here, I first went to go with curl, but I decided to go without curl in the end because of the wind pushing a little bit to the left. If it would have been a straight tailwind, I would be adding just that tiny little click of left curl to push the ball more to the left. Bounces nicely on the fairway, comes in here. Can we get it to drop then? So close! So close! But we're closing in, guys. We're closing in, you know. This is getting exciting now. So we do have the amber chest here. And we do get the rough cutter, skewer. We do have the Grim Reaper. And then sniper, Nirvana, and some Bryson balls in the end. Let's go on to the 7th shot out of 8. We set it up, we have a northwest wind, nice angle here, 16-yard mark is what we're looking for, just above the plus 15-yard mark. One left spin, I'm using in this case 0.3 bars of backspin, and you know, simple adjust, 3.6 rings for 3.6 miles per hour. We do adjust, and then it's time to take our shot. Perfect ball. Is this the time we get our first hole-in-one here? I know it's an amazing feeling getting it on a par 4. It gives us the angle though. Can we get it in? Come on. Simple hole-in-one, right? No! No! Taking a 360. Taking a 360 so far away, but we have one more chance here, or at least in video here, and you maybe know what's going to happen because I wanted to have this hole-in-one. It is a special feeling to get an hole-in-one on a par 4, regardless what wind it is, regardless what course it is that we're playing. So we set it up. I'm gonna adjust 4.2 rings for 4.2 miles per hour, and once again everyone, getting a hole-in-one with the guide is going to be possible, but this is not a classic golden shot that we're playing, and a golden and a hole-in-one will be very, very rare. So in the end, looking for a red ring or a yellow ring as a general is what I would do in the end here. Bouncing nicely on the fairway. Now, you know, it kind of zooms in here. Don't really know what's going to happen. But what happens is that we hit the pin right in for an hole-in-one here on the hard version for Bryson's Powerball Challenge. Let's take a look at the Bryson's Power Chest then. Kind of get some, I don't know, there isn't a chest, but again, it gets some fire. So I guess the chest is just on fire. I don't know. Sniper. And obviously the golden shot chest is always a good chance to getting an Apocalypse or any good cards. I get some crappy Sahara, but I will take it because the most important thing for me there was to get the hole-in-one and also the Bryzen Ball. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very good guide for getting us close or maybe get some hole-in-ones on a par 4. So let's take a look at the text guide in itself as well, and let's summarize with that in front of us. So here we do have the text guide for the Power Play Challenge Hard. And we're gonna take a look first at the landing position to just refresh our memory once again. Landing position before spin. Red ring to the left by the rough, just after it changes to plus 16 yards. Second bounce just to be just into rough. Curl, left to right winds. Left edge of ball halfway into the circle wall. Straight winds, left edge of the ball just touching the teeth. Then we do have the spins, and we start with winds coming, it's straight tailwind, 0.6 backspin, 1 left spin. When the wind comes northeast, 0.3 topspin, 1 left spin. Northwest, 0.3 backspin and 1 left spin. And the reason we do have such a big difference there is once again because in wind right to left, we do in direct crosswind and in some tailwind adjust up on a mound, and therefore we gain more distance, and then we need to compensate with different spins. Wind coming left to right, we have 0.6 topspin, 1 left spin. Wind coming right to left, no topspin or backspin, 0.9 left spin. Wind coming southeast, 1 topspin, 1 left spin. Wind coming southwest, 1 topspin, 0.8 left spin. Wind coming in direct headwind, 1.3 topspin and 1.0 left spin. Always play 1-to-1, so whatever the wind shows, it should be adjusted 1-to-1. So with wind 3.0, we adjust 3 rings. That's the same for 4 and every type of other value, just to simplify it a lot. The text guide can be found in the description down below when you're watching this video. And also you can find it for free, obviously, on the website golfclashtommy.com, where we do have a lot of other content for free as well to check it out, obviously out in the various communities as well for Golf Clash. And I would say thank you so much, everybody, for watching this guide for the Bryson's Power Play Challenge, and I hope you will do well. And make sure to comment in the comment section below if you have any questions, and make sure to not miss out the amazing thing on Patreon, link as well in the description down below. Thank you once again for watching, and good luck in your Golf Clash game.